Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome to Tyler Talks Philly Sports, NFL Draft Edition. Alright, so there's currently 12:22, first night after the first round. And what a round it was. Wow. A lot of surprises. Packers got a quarterback, didn't see that coming. Wonder how Rodgers feels about that. Thought we could have gotten Lamb. Honestly, thought CeeDee Lamb was on his way to Philly. Thought he was going to start packing his bags. But, turns out, Dallas is stupid. Not stupid for taking him, just stupid for taking him because we wanted it. But that was a really smart pick on their end. And yeah, I mean, smart move by Jerry Jones there. We did the same thing to them in 2018 when we drafted Goddard, jumped right ahead of them. The year after Wynn retired, so they needed a tight end. We took Goddard. Obviously, they weren't happy. We needed a wide receiver. There in front of us. Happens. I wish Howie traded with the Falcons or the Niners. Niners were open to moving back, or the Jets. Although I wouldn't want to give up Dillard. But the Niners were open to moving back, and he didn't do it. And now we have to face Amari Cooper, Zeke, Gallup, and Lamb 2 times a year. So that's not gonna be pleasant. Although we did get Darius Slay, so we'll see what happens in this division. But let's talk about Jalen Reagor. Reagor, by the way, not Reagor, it's Reagor. At the time, didn't know how much I liked the pick. I would have preferred Justin Jefferson. He's the bigger name, he's the name you've been hearing. It's the top 4. You got Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson. Top 4 names. Obviously, you're gonna hear about them. You're not gonna hear about Jalen Reagor or Denzel Mims or Brandon Ayuk. Definitely botched that name. But after looking at Reagor, he doesn't seem like a terrible pick. All right. I personally like the pick because it helps spread the field a little bit. It leaves the middle of the field open for Ertz and Goddard to still do their thing. It's a deep threat, which, let's be real, past 2 years we haven't had a deep threat. 2017, Torrey Smith was our deep threat, and he was old. He was effective though. He was effective, but he was old. 2018. They bring in Mike Wallace, another old but hopefully effective dude. He gets hurt, misses all season. Last year, bringing Deshaun Jackson back, he gets hurt week 2. I guess you could. He misses week 2 to week 9 or 10. I think 10. Not starting on that. And comes back for a quarter. Gets hurt again. Leaves. Should have gotten surgery. But we get a deep threat along with Jackson. So that's where I like that pick. Another place I like the pick, 65% of his catches last year from TCU were either first downs or touchdowns. Very effective, it seems. He seems very explosive. Watching highlights, he seems like he can just catch the ball and just take off, which is something this team has honestly been missing. Because the last explosive play I remember was one that comes to my mind is Aguilar against the Cardinals, Week 5, 2017 season, where Wentz throws it, Aguilar catches it, and does the little Deshaun Jackson fade into the back. That was fade. Into the back of the end, not back of the end zone, but at the goal line into the end zone for a touchdown. That's the last one I can recall off the top of my head. I'm sure there's been more, but let's see, I have my notes down here. He being Reagor, played with pretty bad quarterback last year. 3rd worst in his division. So it should be interesting to see what Wentz can do to him. I mean, Wentz took Greg Ward, Robert Davis, Deontay Burnett, and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to the playoffs. And we would have won the game, but Clowney with that hit. Last year, put up 43 receptions, 611 yards, 14.2 average, and 5 touchdowns. So, it's a step back from his sophomore year. He had better production, better numbers his sophomore year. But like I said, his quarterback play wasn't the greatest. So, maybe that coincides. We'll see. 30. While I'm on the topic of bad quarterback play, only 31% of his targets were an accurate pass according to PFF. So only 31 of the passes he got were catchable. So that could coincide with the junior slump where he took a step back his junior year. The only thing that I don't like about Reagor, and he's young, he's got time to develop. He only has a 47% catch percentage. Now, that's not good because this team has struggled with drops between Alshon dropping, Torrey Smith dropped a couple when he was here, Goddard dropped a couple last year, Greg Ward dropped a couple last year. Aguilar, let's not even talk about him, he's off the team. But oh my god, he dropped so many, couldn't track a ball. He's only got 47%. He only catches the ball 47% of the time. That to me is eye-opening. And on his scouting report, it said when he concentrates on the ball, he's very explosive. Which I believe watching highlights and tape. But sometimes he'll lose concentration. He'll what's the word I'm looking for? He'll anticipate the defender coming or how far he's going to run before he catches the ball, and then he drops it. He takes his eyes off the ball and looks up to see who's ahead of him, to see how many yards he can gain. If he can fix that, I like this pick. Because he's 5'10", he's only 2 inches shorter than... 3 inches... math. 3 inches shorter than Justin Jefferson, and I don't know. He seems like better all-around player. I haven't watched too much Jefferson tape though, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, CeeDee Lamb going. That's horrible for the division. Let me know your guys' thoughts. That's about it. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.